everyone. So I got a few things to talk about, and as you can see by my title, I'm going to be talking about finding my totem animal or my spirit guide animal, or what you want to call it. So, in the beginning of my practice, I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted one or if I was even going to find my totem animal. All I was really concentrated on is trying to find my deity, specifically my matron, because I felt that if I found my deity or matron, that they would guide me and help me find my totem animal. So that is what I was aiming for, but it didn't really work out all that like that. Um, Lately, I've been getting a lot of signs. The first sign I got, which sounded really weird, was there was a weekend where I had my right ear had clogged up because I was using Q-tips and the whole 9 yards. And throughout that whole day and the next day after that, I heard a lot of chirping noises, which was really weird because I usually never ever hear chirping noises. I mean, there's birds outside, but this was like indoors. And I found that really, really awkward. So I kind of ignored it. I didn't really pay much mind to it because I just thought it's my hearing, I can't really hear well, and then there's noises that I could hear that are weird. So I ignored it, and then throughout the day, other signs came up. I was in art class, and the teacher gave us an assignment to do, but it was based off a poem, and the poem was called 12 Lives of a Blackbird. The title was something like that, but it had to do with a blackbird. So I was like, that's kind of weird. Blackbird, like bird chirping. So after I got that, I started making the connections. I was like, is this supposed to be my totem animal? After that happened, I was in a supermarket and with my fiance, and we walked out after we were done, and right across from his car, not even across from his car, like right next to his car, 3 birds flew right across from us, like so close to us that we could like see them. And now that I think about it, it's weird that it was 3, And I was like, oh, look, birds. And so throughout that day and the next day, everything I saw were birds and birds. But I wasn't really, I was kind of confused on what bird, because I knew that my totem was now bird, but I wasn't sure. So I remembered the Blackbird poem, and because of that, I decided to do a raven for another art project I had, because I couldn't really decide on what I wanted to do it on, or for some odd reason, like the raven popped into my head, and it actually came out really nice, and I really enjoyed doing it. And I was also talking to one of my friends, and she's like, hey, maybe the raven is your totem animal. And I was like, do you think? And she's like, yeah, I mean, you've been having all these signs. And so I talked to her, and she told me that, and I decided, like, hey, okay, then I guess the raven is my totem. Well, the next day, my fiance sent me a picture on my phone, and he's like, hey, look what I saw today on my way out from work. And it was a raven on a branch. Like, he took a zoom, like a close up picture of it, and he sent it to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a raven, like, that's so cool. And of course, I felt like really connected to that, and because at that point I knew that my totem animal was the raven. I went on Etsy to try to find a pendant that I could wear with this one, and I looked and looked for like an hour, and I couldn't really find a one that like stuck out to me that I liked. And so I continued looking, and then all of a sudden I saw this circular silver pendant that had a raven on it, and then on top of it, it had the triple moon. It had this on it with of course without the pentacle. So it had the triple moon, and then it has stars around the triple moon, and it has the raven looking up to it. And I was just amazed. I was like, I have to get that. So my fiance got it for me. It's on its way here, and I'm definitely gonna wear it. So, yeah, that was really cool that I found my spirit guide, totem animal, and I'm really happy. I feel really connected to it. The other day I ended up doing that 8-minute meditation, and I saw my spirit guide, and it was amazing. Like, I was in a forest and I was running, and I know if any of you meditate and have visions or see things, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I was running, and my raven was above me and following me and came flying on my side, and finally I slowed down and it landed on my shoulder, and it was really reassuring that I have someone there with me. You know, it may not be my deity, but it's someone that I can have that can guide me on my path, and that's good to know. And another thing I want to talk about is I am planning on getting a Kindle Fire, because I've found out that when you buy books on the Kindle Fire, it's cheaper than buying like regular books, even though they have like used books on Amazon. And I was planning on trying to either find the books that I already have on Amazon, that way I could get them I can buy them for my Kindle, or if there's any Wiccan books out there that are ebooks that I can buy for my new Kindle. Now, I haven't researched it, but I don't think there are a lot of Wiccan books that are ebooks that you can have. So for anybody out there that does have a Kindle and knows of a website or place where they do sell Wiccan or pagan ebooks, let me know. Sorry guys, I have allergies and it's getting to me since spring is coming. I'm so excited. Spring, flowers, and it won't be cold anymore. Another thing I want to talk about, last thing, I got my new job. I started yesterday, which was really, really exciting. I work at a salon. I basically like organize things, do inventory, clean, and things like that. But I got my second job, which I'm really excited about, and I know I told you guys in the previous video that I was having financial problems and that I really needed this job, and I didn't think I was going to get it. But I got it, and I am so blessed that I did, because I'm so happy and I love it, and hopefully I'll get enough hours to where I can quit my other miserable job that I do not like, specifically because of my boss. But yeah, I'm really happy where I'm at right now, and I hope to be more knowledgeable when it comes to my path and my spirituality and things of that nature. So I just wanted to make this video, and I will talk to you guys later. That's the beat. Bye.